Okay, guys, so once again, I'm Gift Iserima, Gift Obilo Iserima. So, what we're presenting to you today, what we're doing today is called the Debt Series, a 30-day challenge to help people that are owing debt, people that are depressed with the debt they are owing, people that are wallowing in their state, people that have issues when it comes to their own debt and all of that. Remember, we're talking to those that it wasn't an intentional act. You didn't design or you didn't plan to defraud people. All right, something just happened, business happened, things fell apart, you lost some money, you did some wrong investment and all of that, and you needed some voice to bring you out. I want you to have faith and believe it is possible. Now, the only best way to come out of this position is not just to remain there, not to just to be thinking, not to be wallowing your pain, is to come out. You have to come out. You have to, your mental framework. The Bible says, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. It's a key thing. Your mind has to be renewed at every point in time. Now, today is day 10. Today's day 10 of the 30-day challenge of the debt series, right? So, what are we going to be discussing today? The previous day, we spoke about cut the excesses. All right, and we read a Bible quotation, which is 1 Timothy chapter 6, from verse 6 to 8, which is about godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith contented. So the idea of this previous conversation is just about contentment, knowing how to manage what you have. Today, which is the third, what are we saying today? Today is stop borrowing now. Now, I want you to understand that it is an anomaly to borrow to pay a debt. If you can literally solicit for support from friends and family, from church, you can literally solicit for assistance from people you know, you understand, from friends, from close allies. You can literally seek for grants. Grant that doesn't come with an interest and all of that, grants that can help you to kick or to get back again. But you need to have an idea, have something you're bringing to the table. All right? You can literally go and do something, do medial jobs to be able to start raising capital. You can go get a job. For me, my experience was, after I had my business shut down and everything happened, I had to shut down my business. I have to stop doing business. What did I do? I went to work. Now, mind you, I had to be strategic about where I wanted to work. Now, I had to look for a job in a place where I know has the capacity to be able to, whenever I make a sale, whenever I do something, I can get commission, and the commission can be huge to help me settle. I didn't just go to look for any kind of job. That's why we told you previously that, first of all, you need to know the list of people you're owing, know the amounts you're owing. So that when you're choosing a job, remember previous conversation we talked about having something that gives you money daily, have something that gives you money weekly, have something that gives you money monthly, have something that gives you money quarterly. Now the quarterly has to be something huge, something that gives you money huge. Now the monthly has to be something that gives you medium. The weekly has to be something that gives you little. Then the daily has to be something that gives you funds less. And the reason being that those ones that gives you money daily helps you to get a recharge card, helps you to get something you can be able to make calls, if possible, something you can use to buy food, buy your toiletries and all of that. While the one that gives you money weekly or monthly can be able to tackle for your transport, for your running around, for little augmenting things you want to do, you want to plan advance or something. Why the one that gives you money quarterly is for major advancement. You want to pay rent, you want to learn a new skill, you want to pay huge debts, you want to save for the future and all that. Remember, no matter how you're owing debt, you first, because if you lose you cannot be able to pay them. If you die now, you cannot be able to pay debt. If you're not mentally stable, you cannot be able to pay back your debt. If you're not sane enough, you cannot be able to pay your debt. If you're not developing and growing to increase your income base, you cannot be able to pay debt. If you're not developing your skills, you cannot be able to get more knowledge, to be able to get more money, because knowledge is money. Do you understand? So we're sharing all these tips to help everyone that are owing debt. For me, I'm in that process. I'm coming out, and I also want to share and help other persons. The debt series, remember, this has always been our notable quote. We're stating that, remember, debt is not a death sentence. You can come out of it. Now, coming out of it is determined on you as an individual. Nobody's here to bail you out. You're going to bail yourself out. And how you're going to bail yourself out is just about how you're being strategic. Now, most times we think about the problem rather than thinking about the solution. Most times we wallow in our pain, in our sorrow, in our situation. And when you keep wallowing that, you keep being depressed, you're not being resourceful, ideas are not coming, you start becoming redundant. Before you know, your mental stability start being affected, you start gradually tilting to being sane, redundancy starts setting in, and all of that, all every bad thing are attached to being depressed. So you need to be able to expel good energies, be positive, so that you can attract people around you. You can be able to connect and network with people. Don't forget your lost friends, but the thing is, you can build back new friends, genuine ones. But now, doing these things, coming out from this situation where you are, is just about you. It's just about the energy inside. How can you be able to expel the right energy, be able to attract other elements of nature to come to your favor? Now, today's topic, don't forget, today's topic is stop borrowing. Now, stop borrowing to pay debt. Stop borrowing to cut for unnecessary expenses, food, water, whatever it is. Stop borrowing to do that. That's what this conversation we've told you. Fine. Now, to be able to create these things, what I did was, I looked at what I studied in school. I looked at the skills I have. I looked at what I was passionate about. I looked at any informed knowledge or things I've learned from people. Now, everybody is a salesman. You can know how to talk. You can talk. As far as you can talk, you can market. So this is your number one skill, is talking. You those that went to school, most of them read electrical engineering, all of that. So as far as you're graduate, you have something to show. So you can literally go and apply for a job. You can literally use what you have to start earning money and all of that. Now, most times, over the time, we have skills. Without we knowing, there are things we are good at, we have talent in. You can also use that talent to convert to money, to generate revenue for yourself. Now, one of the basic skills that we can also use to help ourselves is learning how to create friends, network of friends, because who you know can be the one step to making your first 1 million. Now, the first 1 million I got in real estate was through just one person. It's just through one person that I was able to do that. So I want you to remove your mind from borrowing, remove your mind from taking loan, because it's to still get you in that cycle, and we don't want to be in a rat race. You don't want to keep being in that cycle, that same cycle, running around, taking loan, borrowing to pay this, and don't forget, those borrowing you're taking also has interest. Stop taking loans from banks. Stop taking loan, except there's some exceptional conditions where, you will have a mentor that will guide you, that will help you, to guide you, to make sure you're accountable. If let's say, for instance, you're owing like 2 million naira, and someone is offering you a loan of, let's say, 3 million naira, and the interest is minimal, or they're saying you're not going to pay an interest, they want to support you. Now, when you pay off the debt, the 1 million naira, you can use it to start off something, and you can start paying within the time frame. That's dependent. But how do we get this synthesis? But in a nutshell, I'm trying to tell you, avoid taking loan. Avoid it in all you can. So we're going to read the Bible quotation that can literally help us. All right? Now, this Bible quotation is Proverbs 22, verse 26. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 26. All right, so remember, we believe in God. God is our helping force. The level I am now is through God. There's nothing I cannot do without God. So I'm with you, just hold on. So Proverbs 22, verse 26, and it says, "Be not thou one of them that strike hands, or of them that are sureties for debt." You understand? So let me read it again. So we can follow. All right? So the Bible says, "Be not thou one of them that strike hands, or of them that are sureties for debt." Avoid it at all costs. And also, don't be a surety. Avoid it. Don't mess up yourself. So the best way to help yourself, stop taking loans. I told you what I did was, what I had to do. Loan apps were still calling me to come and collect loan. What I had to do, I had to block them. I had to delete every loan apps from my phone, delete all their contacts, so that I would not be tempted to take loan. And I removed my mind from taking loan. And ever since Since 2022, I stopped taking loans from loan apps. So that can also be your saving debt. Because if you keep going, remember I've told you, whenever you take a loan, they have what they call credit bureau of statistics, where they submit your name. You think you've deleted their number, all of that. They have submitted your name, and you're definitely going to pay, because as long as your name is in the credit bureau, you cannot be able to take loan from any financial institution. You cannot be able to travel abroad. For some international or to get grants, you might not be able to access these things. Good opportunities is gone for you. So we shouldn't dent our future just for immediate gratification, or maybe some unnecessary things that we can literally avoid. So my advice for you is stop borrowing, stop taking a loan from either loan apps or from bank. I would advise you not to do that now. You can actually source out for other avenues to see how you can be able to generate funding. And basically how you can do that, like I told you, you can use your skills to make money. You can use your degree to make money. You can use your passion to make money. As far as you can talk, you can speak, you can use to make money. You can study to make money. The Bible says, study to show yourself approved unto God, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, to be able to rightly divide the word of truth. So you need to study. You can also make money from networks, from people, friends you have. Being close to somebody, knowing how to be friends with someone, knowing how to be close to someone, they can support you. Good friendship, they can support you. Okay, take this, take that, take that. Don't joke with human capital. Don't joke with close allies. Don't joke with close friends. And those are one of my strengths. I had people, close friends, they were willing to sacrifice all for my sake. I told you previously that a friend of mine gave me his house to stay for like 6 months or 7 months. He was giving me transport money and also trying to take care of me within that time frame of my debt period. And it wasn't a nice experience at all. But I was thankful to my friend for helping me and pushing me through. You can do that. Life can be possible. So remember, remove loans and borrows and debt from your head. Think about what other alternative. Like I told you, you can use your skill, your talent. You can use, if you went to school, you can use your skill knowledge. You can also go and learn a trade, learn a work, or learn something to be able to. You can look for a job. It can help you to pay off the debt. Word of mouth, since you know how to talk, you can market or sell anything. Just walk up to anybody, whatever they are doing. You can go into real estate and all of that. You can sell anything. Let's get back to that. So, yeah, one of the reasons why I'm doing well, one of the reasons why I'm being able to settle my debt now, I had to look at an industry. I'm now a realtor. I sell land and property within choice areas, land and properties within choice areas that can give you high return on investment, secure properties that doesn't have any litigations, any issues, because the companies have been able to do due diligence for these properties. I'm also a documentation expert where we help do CAC registration, other documents for you to chase contract and start up a business, and also we help you secure your brand. Not only that, I also have a cleaning company where we do all kinds of cleaning services. So we're going to have a number written on the screen for you to be able to call. You can call, text us if you have any issues, any challenge, all right? If you also have a complaint, you can also reach out to us, all right? So we can be able to talk together. You need someone to share ideas with you. You need someone to talk to you about anything. You feel depressed, you need to share your thoughts about with someone that you can trust and believe in. Trust me, I can be that your go-to person. Once again, this is the debt series where we're doing a 30-day challenge to help people that have issues with loans, people that have been depressed over time because of debt. Remember, everybody has a debt. Most likely not everybody, but at least 70% of people are owing. So don't feel like owing debt is a death sentence. I want you to understand you can come out of it, but just with the right mindset. And I believe God will help us all. Once again, I remain Gift the Ceremony, and also we hope to have you on the next video, on the next day challenge. Do what to follow us and make sure you learn everything you need to learn. If there's anything you don't understand, send us a message. You can comment, share, and like this page. I want you to know I love you and I'm rooting for you. All the best, guys.